Hello, it's Arnas here, and welcome back to Dreadnought Nautical Domination. So, we are now back to the primary brackets, and in today's battle we are going to see on one side Fracture by Delta Force, fighting against my own ship, Hero of Tsushima. Okay, let's start. So, this is going to be definitely the most difficult battle ever for Hero of Tsushima, for my ship. It have never encountered such a powerful, as far as armor goes, ship, and of course backed up by repairs. I think that the only advantage, maybe okay, two advantages on the hero side is are quite hard-hitting guns, potentially a little bit more firepower on Tsushima's guns, and a little bit of evasion. But it was actually Fracture who scored the first hit. Some decent damage done to Fracture, who of course very quickly repairs. Another salvo from the other side. Okay, looks like this gun was okay, just trimmed a bit. Nothing too important. Another shot directly to the turret face, but the armor did its thing, definitely. Yet another salvo. Okay, this was also near the turret. And okay, looks like this gun is potentially disabled, partially disabled until it's going to be repaired. Okay, yeah, it's actually doesn't really have, I think that it doesn't have the failsafe, or just failsafe failed to be safe. Okay, another salvo coming in. Alright, looks like the rear section was attacked. Okay, some more shells. Okay, yeah. That was some decent damage, but this section is not really essential. Fracture very quickly repairing. Tsushima also got hit a couple of times, but it repaired. Looks like the armament is still intact. Those shells look dangerous. Okay, but just one hit. And okay, yeah, it managed to actually graze the Kazamate infrastructure. So a couple of those guns could have been reduced or even incapacitated. Okay, that was a very good hit, I think. Just right smack in the middle from Tsushima. Okay, it drilled really deep, and I think it even reached the turret. So some good hits from Tsushima. It seems like it's a little bit the luck is on its side in this round, so far at least. And the material limit has just been equalized. Both ships have the same material to actually repair with, which is a good thing for Tsushima because it has potentially a little bit of more firepower. Okay, is it some kind of a? Yeah, I just saw Tsushima just jump out of the water. Momentarily, but no, I think it wasn't like a big hit or anything. And the rear section seems to be okay. This is quite critical for Tsushima because it really relies very heavily on those turns. If it stops turning, then the DPM goes down quite quickly. A couple of good penetrating hits from Fracture, landing on Tsushima, and HP difference is not really that high. It's just about 5% points, so that's not really too much. And both ships have nothing to repair with anymore, so all the damage is going to be permanent. Let's see the state of armament. Maybe this front gun is still operational, I'm not sure. The super firing one is disabled. And these two, not 100% sure. Yeah, I think that they still work. They seem to be still working. Okay, some more hits and 2 glances. Okay, I think that those shots, I'm not sure if they are being cleanly shot. They might be glancing off some slopes when they are actually fired. Alright, looks like shots are landing. But the side armor of Fracture is really tough. It's so difficult to do any kind of a significant dent. If not for the shots that actually hit the deck, it would be very difficult to do any kind of a significant damage. Okay, and that was some good hit. I think parts of this cannon, parts of these turrets have been actually reached and breached and destroyed. So is Fracture still able to deal damage back? Okay, this one gun, I think. Still, maybe one gun is able to still shoot, but I think it has been reduced as well, because some of those penetrations have been actually delivered to that gun. And okay, I think that looks like Tsushima is in the retreat mode. Let's check their ammo store. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so it actually wasn't able to seal the deal and ran out of ammo, which is a bit problematic. But one good thing that it has is that it's got a special mechanism sensing when it's out of ammo, and then it just tries to go to nearly the maximum distance, just to ensure that, you know, to decrease the chance of getting hit. So guns are still tracking, but they will not shoot as no ammunition is being supplied. And just looking at the course of the battle, it looked like Tsushima was quite dominant, but still the HP difference is less than 10%. And Fracture is actually out of fuel, so some shortage of resources on both ships. I think if we were fighting on the unified resources, I mean with removed ammo and remove the fuel, it would not happen. I think that both ships would just run out of both supplies at the same time. Okay, alright, looks like at some angles this front gun still can lob shots. Yeah, and they still can do potential damage. I think it's out of fuel as well. Alright, so we have around 40 seconds of waiting, and there is a chance that, oh yeah, like this one. There is a good chance that Fracture can deliver a critical blow that is going to close the distance between two ships. It is possible. 20 seconds. Another good hit. And the reduced gun also delivered hit. 10 seconds. Okay. And time. Oh my, yeah. That was that was getting uncomfortably close. Yeah. These shells are just poison, basically poison. It's they normally do not seem like a lot on the surface, but the internal damage is just massive. It's just absolutely massive. So yeah, if you look at those two ships externally, you would say that Tsushima is a much better state, but actually the Delta Force's Fracture's damage is much more external. Why Tsushima has internal damage. Okay, but first round goes to Hero, and let's go for round number 2. Alright, we are prepared for round number 2, let's go. Okay, the first round was definitely looked like Tsushima got much better of the fire exchange. However, the end result was close, was very close. So let's see how's the second round going to look like. So far, Fracture wasn't able to land any shots. These look quite close, but no, not close enough. So maybe this time Tsushima is going to deliver first blood. Okay, yeah, right, some glancing shots, and the turreted fire was actually brought more fruit. Okay, it's turning, another Kazamate fire. Alright, looks like quite a lot of fire was concentrated on this turret. And okay, it's partially disabled. Let's have a look at Tsushima. I think it ate also quite a lot of damage. I missed that shot one. I think that there was some good damage dealt. Okay, I think another shot just penetrated into Kazamate, and you cannot even see what happened. It's just a small tiny hole, but just right after the Kazamate armor there is a huge destruction inside. And okay, and even the rear turret ate good salvo, and the front turret as well. Alright, so looks like in this round Tsushima lost much more firepower early. So fracture shells landing much better now. Okay, and this salvo actually missed entirely. So maybe Fracture is adapting to the strategy and learning some turns from Tsushima, who knows. And it's at 100%. That right casamate fire looked really wimpy and degraded. The left one is a bit better, so some damage have been delivered, definitely. But now Tsushima is out of repairs, and Fracture still has 25k. Okay, looks like those shots really are finding Tsushima now. No possibility to repair. And because everything was used for repairs, I think that the ammunition production was quite low on Tsushima. It's still able to dodge pretty well. The maneuverability of the ship was not impacted that much. But I think something critical was hit. I think, yeah, okay. Oh, right, that was an unfortunate hit. I think that one of the breadboard, the maneuvering breadboard was actually hit, I think. Because it's not behaving normally. It shouldn't just circle round and round. This is the backup behavior basically. So normally it gives enough time for the casamate guns to hit the target. But if the breadboard is destroyed, then there is another mechanism that just makes it spin in place. And yeah, it's the first time in the whole tournament that we could observe that behavior. So yeah, but Fracture cannot be fooled really. It was able to deliver a couple of shots pretty well without any issues. Yeah, I really do not see a possibility of Hero of Tsushima to really be victorious in this round. I think it should potentially be able to avoid the damage, but no way it's going to win. Sometimes it is able to actually shoot the guns and delivers some damage, but all in all it is unable to do any significant damage. Okay, did it also lose this secondary availability or ability, or is it just that? Not sure. Yeah, maybe the two secondary breadboards may have been also destroyed. I think one is was in the bow, one in the stern, and there is a possibility that this was also lost. So yeah, if that is the case, then yeah, the upside is that it's able to actually shoot using this shoot using this side, but the other side is not going to be used. But the downside is that the left casemate is not going to be totally used, and I'm not sure if it's going to just sail straight into the horizon, which would likely mean DQ. I think that actually Fracture went a little bit too deep for a moment, for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it just got just 3 points of DQ. And okay, huge blow to the rear, and it might... I'm not sure what this means. Okay, basically it ran out of fuel, so the disqualification should not happen, but this means that it's just an easy target for Fracture, and Fracture has just enough time to do whatever it wants, basically. Let's just quickly check the situation here with okay, it's also out of fuel, alright, but ammunition is still there at 5.5k, so yeah, there's definitely a lot of ammo still left, so no problem whatsoever. The range is not that large, so I think we can safely say that Fracture is victorious in this battle. Yeah, and sometimes I just wonder why the stationary target is sometimes more difficult to hit than a moving one. Okay, so let me reset this round and go for the final round. Okay, so let's go for the final round. So this round is going to be deciding who's actually going to lose the first match in this tournament, which ship. So both have been undefeated so far. I think that it was only Fracture that just lost one round in the entire tournament, but never a full battle yet. So this is pretty exciting moment. Let's see how this one is going to go. So far, neither ship landed any damage. Okay, some grazing shots, nothing too important. Hit on the Fracture. Let's have a closer look. Doesn't seem like any of the guns have been actually impacted. Fracture is really well built to be able to take a lot of damage, and this was this was pretty much a perfect salvo delivered, like really perfect. You cannot be more perfect than that. Just right smack in the middle, all shells landed, but still Fracture didn't take any significant damage. Okay, and that one is going to land on the stern, just almost a wasted one. Seems like Tsushima is able to evade quite a lot of damage in this one, but okay. Alright, looks like something happened. Okay, I think that those guns have been rebuilt in the real turret. It's strange because they are just invisible. Strange effect. Okay, some good hits. It seems like the Tsushima is more or less repeating the situation from the first round actually. But this match is far from over. It's just a matter of landing a couple of good hits, by Fracture to really change the complexion of the whole game. Okay, another decent amount of damage done, and those guns were hit on the side, but their protection is really good. But yeah, alright, this super firing one is reduced, so might be that a quarter of the damage has been taken off from Fracture. And actually, it's winning on the HP, in the HP side of things. Yeah, still more materials to repair. Oof, that was a good hit. That's a key, delivering that firepower to... Okay, yeah, both guns doing just self-damage. Delivering that firepower to the armament. I think that's the only way to defeat Fracture. Apart from that, I think it's no way. The main casemate protection, side protection is just too tough, and it repairs so quickly. It's just impossible. Okay, this salvo was wasted on the chimney, on the stack. But these guns have been actually rebuilt. Okay, so all that effort have been very quickly went to waste, because the Fracture was able to repair all of that, and now it's going to come with a vengeance. Of course, Tsushima still was able to repair, and that was quite a good salvo. And also HE delivered to the... Okay, so the front gun was actually reduced. Okay. So just 3k repair material actually available. Okay, looks like this is going to be more or less a grazing shot. Just stripping some beams off the side, nothing significant. And this shot's missed. Another grazing shot. Another casemate shot. So, okay, but now all the damage is going to be permanent on both ships. So this is going to be a deciding phase. And okay, a deep shot. I think that nailed that rear gun, and also the super firing one is broken as well. So I think 2 healthy guns on Fracture, and let's see Tsushima. Yeah, it looks fine, but I'm not sure how much ammo is still left. Okay, another salvo near the guns. Okay, but yeah, those two are still okay, I think. No, maybe the front one is also a little bit reduced. Yeah, I think that's the situation. And Tsushima seems to be sailing away. It doesn't mean that it's already out of ammo. No, maybe not. Okay, it's going to be high. Okay, partially high. I think that actually, yes, alright, one of the guns have been stripped off from Tsushima, and I think that this means that, yes, that this gun is going to be recycled. So actually it might be for the better, because it means more ammunition production and some quick repairs also possible on Tsushima. So this glitch could have saved it, could have been a difference in this battle. And fracture guns are very well protected, so I'm not even sure if it's possible to really, to really strip them off. So this means no more. This means no turret recycling possible. Okay, so we've got like 16% points advantage for Tsushima. And alright, still salvos are being launched, so this is good news for the hero. Okay, and that was quite a juicy one. Quite a juicy one, really. Okay. So, at least so far, it looks like the situation is even a bit better for Tsushima in terms of the damage done. But okay, I think that's the fuel and ammo. Okay, all right, that changes things a bit. It still got that inertia from turning, so the guns could still have maybe some ammunition saved or not. No, it doesn't have any ammo. So now it's going to just use the rudder a little bit and just swim around. But no more ammo and no more fuel. Okay. So we've got like 14% point difference between the ships and still 1.5 minutes remaining. And there's just one gun, I think, that is able to shoot. Oh no, maybe even two. Okay. I'm not sure if they are fully healthy one. No, that one definitely wasn't full one, I think. But yeah, this is an uncomfortable situation for Tsushima now. It's very, very difficult just to be sitting here and just, hoping for the best. 10% points and 30 seconds. I think it's going to make it. Okay, that one landed on the stack. Alright, that was a meaty one actually, but only 10 seconds, so I don't really think that Fracture is going to be able to land anything to change the HP. No. Okay, alright, so that one really went in a very similar fashion as run number 1. Wow, that was really, really close. Okay, so condolences to Delta Force. The ship was just barely defeated. However, it really gave a treatment in round number 2 to Tsushima actually. But two very close defeats in round number 1 and 3. But Fracture is going to continue. It's just going to be dropped to the secondary bracket, and where it's going to meet Koenig. And then the winner of those of that match are going to go against Tsushima once again. But for now, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next episode.